It's nothing.
They were probably. But I would imagine sometimes you get nerves.
Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
I'll tell you what, he's shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. You thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? Three and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
Here's Hines. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's taken down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
The tackle by Joe.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Pick up on the play. And it's
for the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's got Jack Doyle. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
It's a gain of 6.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Rivers now to throw on first down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Julian Okwara brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. From the gun, Rivers. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 25 yards that time.
At the 3-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in.
He lost the football. It's out. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on.
Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Zach Pascal, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
for two. They'll kick the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock. Your defense get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after you just gave up the score.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Stafford delivers this to Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, pulled him with the inside run.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, there's zero doubt that the Detroit Lions like Kerryon Johnson's ability, but he's been dinged up a little bit in his first 2 years in the NFL, so they went out and used a day 2 pick this past year on DeAndre Swift, the rookie runner out of Georgia, hoping, I think, to pair them together and maybe send a message. But I think if Kerryon Johnson can stay on the field, he could be an awfully productive back in the NFL.
Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play out.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Phillip Rivers, he is the focal point of our players' spotlight now. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him...
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. From the gun, Rivers hits his target to tight end Mo Alley-Cox. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
A gain of 5.
First target, first catch, and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run with Hines, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Rivers. This goes out right to Doyle.
Rivers pass.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Rivers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And it'll be taken down, but not before it gets into enemy territory. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
And
let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. They come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Colts.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Rivers on the money, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Complete.
11 more on that one and another first down.
11 on the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. That is caught at the 7. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jack Doyle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
And that makes it 14-10. A 10-play drive that time. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown.
10.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he returns this to the 22.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back out on the field after just just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Stafford, another throw for Galladay. This one complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
3 more yards.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
42-yard line. A 3-yard.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Stafford. And fires one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throw, but incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn. Tide.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
On the carry.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. From the gun, Stafford looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Prater for the extra point, and it's now 17-14.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. taken about 7 yards deep. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. Nice pickup for a first down.
Rivers here on target to Pascal. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Rivers again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
For the Colts field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that will knock things up here late in the first half.
17.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. And had just enough to get it done.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Stafford throwing deep for Galladay. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford. And this is incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And that takes us from 2nd. To 3rd down.
He was defended by Julian Blackman.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know. 50.
To the air again. Stafford looking downfield for Jones. As his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over 1st.
had the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. So nothing separating these two teams as we head to the break, all square. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update? After all, seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half all time on the scoreboard. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 20.
Back out is Matthew Stafford in the Lions offense. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Marvin Jones. That's a gain of 8. Brings up third and 2.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. From the gun, Stafford. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. A first down carry here for Johnson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On second down, Swift. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Brought down by Tavon Wilson.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
It's caught. Jones. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Operating from the gun. Stafford looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And that throw behind his man, he missed it, incomplete. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Stafford. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Catch made here by Campbell. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Rivers fighting Hilton on the slant. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He's got Burton here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That goes for a gain of 31.
1st down.
Well, they've got to remember that they're not going to get it all back on one drive. But that being said, they also had to come out here in the 3rd quarter with a sense of urgency and playmaking ability, and they showed it on that last play.
On 1st down, Hines. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. From the gun, Rivers. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
For Indianapolis.
Jamal Agnew now to return it. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Peterson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
He's across.
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts 39. 11 yards there, 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Peterson. Will give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
He's tackled.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Stafford, and this one's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and that'll make it 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try. I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Johnson. Down right around the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Colts 25-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 25 on 2nd down, Stafford. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
9-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. A shotgun snap for Stanford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Danny Amendola, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And it's up and good. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Indy set to go on offense once more. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
13 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
A first down throw here for Rivers. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle? They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Blankenship's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10. at their own 27.
So out now come the Lions. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 9. Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 1st down at Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. This is caught at the 20. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory.
Well, he's definitely a big target out there, listed at 6'4", and he used every one of those extra inches to go up and make that catch.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a run with Peterson. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
The 2-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Danny Amendola. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even insult the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. The 2nd touchdown.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point good by Prater, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded near the back back in the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Now another drive coming for Phillip Rivers and the Colts.
Well, the situation very simple here. Late game, down 7. They've got to get it in the end zone.
And the best players know how to be calm in these situations because you know right now his pulse is like a jackhammer. So how does he rein it in, make sure the team has a little bit of calm, coupled with that sense of urgency, got to walk that line a little bit, but get it downfield in order to score, and then put the pressure on the guy who kicks the ball because he could tie the game.
It's been a fun game. It all comes down to this. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And nearly picked off there. And it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. Campbell making the catch. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. To return, here's Agnew.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10.
Kenny Galladay and the Lions set to go to work again.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that can finish things off for them.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Stafford. They'll give this one to Galladay. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
8 yards on the pick.
Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Stafford now to throw. And drops to the ground, incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left.
Brings up second.
There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. There's that man again. It's complete. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
Fourth down.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. This from 52, and this for the win. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. This from 52, and this for the win.
Yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Lions are going to win this game.
Lions 37.
Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Detroit, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.